Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with 2B Hero X episode number 1 reaction. Okay, this is a show that I don't know, I didn't really properly have this on my radar until someone mentioned this to me and they told me to take a look at the cast. This show has the VA cast of this show is insane. Like I saw it and I realized I feel like they put every single prominent voice actor and actress in this show. There is Mamoru Miyano, there is Kana Hanazawa, there is Nobunaga, I think, and like so many, like I cannot remember. There's a few other as well. Like very very prominent voice actor and actresses. It's crazy, and not only that, I even took a look at the like the trailer and the synopsis and everything looks like really really good. So yeah, I have no idea what this is about. Actually, as far as I know, this is like a Chinese animation, I think, like a Chinese anime, or like something like that, which is like they're kind of adapting it like this with yeah. So I don't know, like that's all I know. So I'm looking forward to whatever this is, and yeah. So let's begin. Okay, so I will put the subtitle and the timer here. Put the your original video and sync it to my subtitle or the timer, and play it alongside my reaction. Obviously, I cannot show the video because of copyright and stuff. So yeah, sync it to my video, and yeah, let us begin. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Damn. Like the animation looks fantastic. I saw it in the trailers. It just nice. Hmm. Oh, it's like 3D and okay. Nice. Right. Damn. Wow, this looks amazing. Like look at this. It's so smooth. The damn. Treeman Corporation. Oh no. Uh, Crazy. Wow. What the? Wow. Damn. Whoa, what's happening? Oh, wait, he's there actually. What the hell? Um. What? Oh! I was gonna say, what the hell? He just. What? Oh my god. Bro. Yeah, that was. I think they're going to put him in nicest position, right? Oh, okay. Right. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, he's. Oh, they're gonna make him the white paint. I was gonna say he looks a lot like him. The only thing that we need is like her hair. His hair needs to be dyed. Yes, if you. Oh my god. 1 week later, okay. Jump because his boss. So they just literally killed him in socially. Bruh. Nice. Wow. Yeah. Oh, the trust, I guess. Great. Crazy. Everyone is replaceable, basically. All that matters is trust. Trust value. Yeah, okay. Wow. Damn. Who? Um, right. Moon. Wait, is this like just a. Damn. I was gonna say, is this only a front? Or are they actually going out with each other? Damn. Hey, crazy. Does does she realize? Make wow. Damn. 249th hero. Enlightener. Damn. Oh, this is troublesome. He'll probably figure out. Hmm. Hidden story. Oh no. Well, he'll probably nail it because he's a big fan of her. Ah, he'll know. Oh, he knows. That's not something up. He knows. Whoa! Bingo! Yep. Ah, yeah. Also, he was probably, he himself said it. He was part of the advertisement. Damn. Whoa, what the hell? Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Hmm. Yeah. But come on. What's he gonna say? Nah, I think he's gonna say something like she's my partner or something like that. Nah, nah, nah. He's like soulmate or something like that. She's gonna say. Or that, you know. Well, mm, yes. Damn. Oh, the trust is increasing. I think like he's going to get stronger. What the hell? Why did you break the? Yeah. Oh my god. What in? Oh, what? What? Okay. Yeah. We just terminated. Oh yeah, they're going with that story. Wait. I. Right. Damn. Bro, why are you getting mad at him? This guy punched you. Oh my god. One more revision. Damn. Here. Oh. Damn, so he's like the more people fear him, the more stronger he gets, unlike trust, I guess, for heroes. Right. Oh boy. Oh! Oh! Yeah, the more the trust grows, the more stronger he gets. Damn. Oh, that's how. I was wondering where he was getting that fear from. From his employees. Control. Oh. Oh, people are gonna get even more fearful now. Termination letter. Oh no, it didn't work. Ooh. Yeah. Not even budging. Oh my god. Oh. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, fear is gripping him little by little. He still has the complex, yeah, within him. Yeah. Damn. Oh, okay, nice. The fear can become a hero. Oh, damn. Ooh, wow. Damn, he punched him out of his suit. Right. Repose and perfect hero type. Yeah, value amplifier. Spotlight organization. He's very strong now, that means. Hmm. So he himself has to. What? Home? Oh. Oh, they live in like a tower with other heroes? Oh, interesting. Ah. Oh. Wait, he's 10. Oh no, never mind. I read it wrong. Yeah. Oh, right. That is not. Damn. You have your own statue in your room. Hmm. Well, wait, what? Well, oh, that's Moon. Oh, right. Wait, is that even her? Wait a minute. Oh my god! What the hell? Okay, that was. Wait, so someone came into their room, killed her, and left. Okay, it's very interesting. They kind of change it from 2D to 3D, and it's like the transition and everything. It's really. Okay, so in every episode, we will meet a different hero? I think so. That's interesting. Yeah, Sano Hiroyuki, yep. Oh boy, this is gonna be really good. I can't wait to hear Mamoru Miyano again. Oh boy. I think that's him, right? the white haired character. Like, I think he's like the top. He's called X or something. I read the summary, the synopsis. This guy. To be Hero X. Wow. All right, that was really good. First and foremost, I have to say that obviously I'm assuming this is. I kind of checked which studio this is, and this is like a studio that I've never heard about because obviously I think it kind of does like Chinese like animation and stuff. But I think it's like one of the top studios. I think because as far as I could see, this studio also did Link Click. I think so. And like I absolutely love the animation. It's just, what can I say? It looks like the 3D is just so impeccable. It's just so amazing. The smoothness along with it, and the way they kind of transition from 3D to 2D sometimes is very interesting. And yeah, I'll say like this, that this is the first time I've actually seen something like this before. Like like this type of a 3D. Like, yeah, I've seen other 3D shows as well. Like, yeah, obviously, but like a Chinese animation, like in this form, this is the first time I've seen something like this, and this is absolutely amazing. Um, and the way they started this is obviously we get to know about Nice and how this Nice took his own life, and then someone else like who was like connected to his like commercials and everything, he had to take his place. And the whole trust system is very interesting. Basically, like the how many people, like how much people trust you, that will translate to how much strength you have. And so and then also they kind of brought in the whole fear thing as well, which I'm guessing is going to be like the source of the power for the villains, like this fear thing. And yeah, so this whole trusting, like I said, is very interesting because it can literally, like like as you can see, someone else literally took Nice's place, and nothing really happened. This trust remained the same, obviously, because the people never didn't know or didn't get to know that this is a different person. They saw Nice on the camera and on the television, and they were like, "Oh, this is Nice." They met him, the other Nice, the guy, and they thought that was Nice. So the trust was still there. So the more and more people trusted him, more and more he became like Nice, literally, like as they said, like his eye color also changed and something like that happened. So that is crazy. So you could say anyone is replaceable in this world. It's like all that matters is like the trust, in the heroes. But I not really in that sense. You cannot really say like anyone is replaceable, because I guess the trust comes with the person. Like this person you trust this much, this person you don't trust that much. So in that sense, you cannot really say replaceable. But in situations like this, it is replaceable. Basically, if you make someone look like someone else and put them in front of the people, like if the people cannot distinguish that, and they cannot, if they don't realize that, oh, this is a different person, they will put the same amount of trust on you even if you are not that person, which will make you as strong as that person. So it's just that all you need to do is properly play your part, you know and yeah, obviously, now if somehow, like, people get to know that, oh, this is a fake person, this is not Nice, then I'm guessing the trust will plummet direct, like, like tremendously. So this is one thing I feel like Nice will have to keep in mind. Nice and his company, the Mrs. J, I think that was her name, Miss J, they'll have to keep in mind is that in no way can they let this out, that this is not Nice. As soon as that happens, trust will go down immensely. And not only that, I'm guessing the people who are behind him, like this company, like, the Mrs. J and all the others, Miss J, the trust towards them will also fall. And whoever, they bring to the spotlight next, they won't get that amount of trust, because people immediately say that, oh, it's the same people, that they're trying to trick us or something. So trust is very important here, obviously. If nobody can figure out, everything is fine. But if people can figure out that this is not nice, things will go down immediately. Like it'll be over because their powers directly, like the trust directly correlates with their power. So if someone's trust drops, power will drop as well, I'm assuming. And the amount of influence they have, everything will drop. So yeah, but you can see this guy here. He could, he took the nicest position, and he was able to become nice completely, and he did a really good job, in the middle as well, while fighting that creature, not creature, but that thing, his boss. And he could, like, up until now, as he was saying, he was playing nice's part, but at that time he himself became like nice. He started thinking like that. He started, like, he changed himself. He was not playing a part anymore. That's how he could become that strong. And yeah. So there you go. And then in the end, they just slap us with a murder mystery. I think, like, suddenly, like, this Moon, I think that was her name. She's dead. So now this is like a mystery. Like I said, like, what happened? Like, she probably came here, and someone was here. Maybe, like, someone killed her and left. Like, what happened? Or maybe someone killed her somewhere else and brought her in here. Like, a lot of possibilities. Who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, right. Okay. But yeah, good episode, good beginning of this show, and from the looks of it, I did see there's a lot of characters here. I'm assuming each and every character will be kind of introduced in, like, maybe, like, each and every episode, something like that is going to happen. I'm not even sure how many episodes this will have. You know what? Let me just check. Uh, 2B Hero X. Like, is this like a like, weekly thing, or is this okay? 24 episodes. Um, right. 24 episodes, and it's going to, like, I cannot find, like, the time, so I'm assuming it is going to be out weekly. I don't know. Anyways, I guess we'll see. But yeah, that was amazing. It was really good. I absolutely loved it. And like I said, there's a few characters here that I'm really looking forward to meeting. For example, obviously X. As you can see, Mamoru Miyano. I'm just waiting for him. Like, he's going to be that person. Obviously Kana Hanazawa, voice acting. She's voicing another character here. I can see Queen. Um, then we have Inori Minase as well as Lucky Sian. Yeah, like, so many good, like, like, voice actor and actors. It's like this is just, this show is, like, packed with, like, amazing cast, such an amazing cast, and you can see the animation is beautiful as well. The story seems very interesting as well. So all in all, this is really good. This is going to be, like, a very big thing. I feel like I'm really looking forward to this. And like, like, from the looks of it, like I said, the story also seems interesting. Like, it's not just going to be like a like a hero kind of thing. The little thing at the end that we saw, the whole murder, like, Moon died in the end, that makes me think this is also going to be, like, some kind of a mystery going on as well. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm looking forward to the next episode. So yeah, overall impressions, absolutely amazing. Yeah, but obviously I still have, like, a lot of questions about a few things, which I'm guessing they'll all answer us little by little. Like, how does this trust system works? Like, we just got, like, the outline of how this whole system works. Like, more and more we watch it, we'll probably understand more and more. And yeah, also we saw here, they also have a ranking system here, and how the ranking works is these heroes, they go to this, like, hero, like, this house or something, like, this building, and the more higher rank you are, the higher the floor it is that you're staying. So like the topmost hero, which I think is X, as we yeah, from the synopsis that I've read, he stays at the top floor. That means like almost at the top. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, another thing I really like about this show is that the character designs are so damn good. Like it's just like they looking at them, you can say that, oh yeah, these are heroes. Like they're so like the character designs are just such like it's like it. I don't know what to say. It sticks out. You know, like those memes back in the days when like spot the main character memes, where there's like a group with like a classroom full of characters, and then there's one character just sticking out, and you were like, oh, this is the main character. Like every single character is like that, and it makes sense. They're all heroes. They need to have presence. And that presence is going to define how much popular they are. The more presence you are, the more charismatic you are, the more people will trust you and love you, and that is directly going to translate to the amount of power you'll have, and like the whole trust thing that we saw. So today's whole situation, as you can see, as Miss J said, today's whole situation boosted what's his name, Nice's popularity by a lot. So he probably got a lot more stronger here or something. Right? That's what it is, right? Like their popularity directly translates to their strength. I think that's what I read in the synopsis. Wait a minute. Okay, this is a world where heroes are created by people's trust, and the hero who has received the most trust is known as X. In this world, people's trust can be calculated by data, and these values will be reflected on everyone's wrist. Oh, it's also that's what that was. I was wondering, okay, as long as enough trust points are obtained, ordinary people can also have superpowers and become superheroes that save the world. However, the ever-changing trust value of the hero's path is full of unknowns. Right. Okay. Okay. They don't really say here that the amount of trust directly translates to the amount of strength you have, but they do say that you need a certain amount to be a superhero. Um, Oh, so that's why they said anyone can be a superhero. Like you can literally be a kid in school getting bullied, you know, and then like somehow if you are able to gain enough trust from people and then little by little expand. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm just bringing in an example that it can be literally anyone. You know, like anyone can be a superhero basically. You just need that trust. For this guy here, the reason why he suddenly got the superpowers is because he was he was acting as a person who already had a trust from other people. So, since he took Nice's place, the trust started getting directed at him, even though he's not the person who anyone trusts. People trust Nice. And he took a disguise as Nice, went in front of everyone, so everyone's trust fell on him. So now he became the person of trust. So it's literally like he had like maybe like zero people who trusted him, and then suddenly in a one night, as soon as he took like an ISIS form and went in front of everyone, he had so many people trusting him. So automatically, I guess he was able to use his superpowers because that level, he immediately got it. That level. It's like, it's like just, like in an easy way, if you want to compare it, it's like opening a YouTube channel and immediately getting like 1 million subscribers. Like you're immediately monetized, immediately like you get every single thing. you know Something like that. Or you take over someone's channel, like someone was doing something and they go away and you take their place, and there is already a good amount of people already watching that channel, and they're still there, and you reap the benefit of whatever the other person was doing up until now. And like that's literally what happened here. Okay, interesting. Right. So like I said, there's still a few things that I guess little by little it'll all make sense. But yeah, Nice. Yeah, and also another thing, why does Nice take his own life? That is also a big question. When he asked Miss J that, oh, why did that happen? Did you investigate? You know, she said something along the lines of, that is just something that he had to face. You will also have to face that one day. Which I do wonder what it was, what type of a thing it was that Knight just took his own life. And not only that, the fact that he will also have to he will also come to some kind of a crossroad like that in somewhere in his life. You know, that is also a very, I don't know what to say, very interesting thing, because that means whatever decision Nice had to take, the original Nice, is not something that is particular to him, it's particular to the position he's in. And that is why Miss J said that you will also have to take like a decision, something like that. She said. So it's not particular to him; it's particular to the position he's in. So this part. Here we go. You'll be faced with a choice. You too will be in the same position as him one day. Yeah, you'll be faced with a choice. So it's not like a personal thing for him. It's a thing for the position that he's in. Nice. That Nice will have a, like, be faced with a choice, whatever that choice is. No? Right. And yeah, there you go. That was today's episode. Um, I'm looking forward to the other episodes, upcoming episodes. But yeah, this was a really good start. Um, and I feel like the story is also going to be really good. So I'm looking forward to this. Okay, and that is it. So that was my overall impression. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Let me go through the episode and see if I missed anything worthy of discussion. So in the first scene, they kind of shows us like a little bit of a montage kind of thing of, not montage, but the advertisement for Nice. And you can see this guy here, Ling Ling. He's like the one in one who is in charge of the whole, like, the advertisement, like, and everything. And yeah, and he was having like a little bit of a like quarrel with his boss. His boss was like, his boss is like, oh, just do it like this, do it how, like, what is going to make him more popular. You don't have to think about anything else. And he's also like saying that, what are you worthy of, like, what abilities do you have, what special traits do you have? Nothing. Like putting him down, belittling him. Okay, anyways, then Miss J calls him. And okay, this part, okay, he says like, oh, Miss J, yes, pardon, you've always received the proposal, perhaps there was some and he then says that, actually, I'm the one who sent it to her. Yeah, didn't you tell me last night to send the proposal to a client for? And he's like, get out, don't come back. And like, so if you think about this scene, to him, to this guy, to his boss, like, immediately after this he goes up and then Nice takes his own life, and then he becomes Nice. So it seemed as if here to him that after he told him to get out, he went to the roof and jumped. His boss probably thought like that is probably the story that everyone is going with, like, oh yeah, he jumped after that. But we know what happened actually here. Now, I do think he was actually planning to. Was he planning? I'm not really sure, because like, why else would he like be standing on the rooftop at the edge of a roof like that with his belongings? So I do think he was actually planning to jump, but he got interrupted by Nice, and that this whole thing happened. Again, I'm not 100% sure. Like, one thing I kind of noticed about this show, that there's a lot of like, serious things, but they kind of like, they kind of like depict it in a very light-hearted way. For example, there was a section later on as well, where I'll mention that section later. But here, for example, like, if he was actually trying to jump here, like, that's a very serious section. But the way they kind of showed this part is very light-hearted way. And yeah, so then we see Moon coming on the screen, and he's like thinking about Moon. and he kind of sees Nice, like, in the screen kind of advertisement he was seeing. He get pissed off, and he's like, "Oh, Nice, I know what you are, in the inside, like, like, and stuff like that." And he was kind of like, venting, but immediately he see Nice is literally in front of him, and the commercial and everything was like kind of like cutting off. So Nice literally, I don't know if Nice heard what he was saying. Even if he heard him, he stood in front of the edge, smiled at him, did his signature pose, and just jumped. And like, I was very confused here because I was thinking, wait, can he fly? Like, I was also thinking, like, can he fly? But then when he like fell on the ground like that, like with a thud, I'm like, okay, he cannot fly. And even he was like, wait, he cannot fly, can he? Lin Lin. And then when he realizes everything that happened, Miss J comes in, and Miss J is immediately like, oh no, what now? And the first thing she's like does obviously is grab Lin Ling, because obviously he saw what happened. This needs to be kept quiet, because if this goes out, things are gonna be crazy. So she was like, we have to like make sure that nobody speaks a word about this. So they grabbed Ling Ling, because obviously he saw what happened. So they grabbed him and brought him here, and they were probably going to threaten him or something. But while he was trying to run away, Miss J throws the paint bucket on him. It falls on his head, and she's like, "Oh, you do look like Nice a lot, right? So yeah, you'll do." And this is also another thing I was thinking. Up until a section in the first part of the episode, I was also confused, because I was thinking, like, this guy Lin Ling, is he actually Nice or something? Because he looked so similar to him. But then when that scene came in, like, we saw Nice together with him, then I realized, like, oh no, he's not Nice. But then as soon as this part comes after that, where she said that, oh yeah, you look a lot like Nice, I'm like, yeah, I was literally thinking that as well at the very beginning. That, if you change the hair color, he looks like Nice. Exactly the same. He looks exactly the same. So much that I genuinely thought he was Nice at the very beginning. Like a superhero, like, like a secret identity kind of thing. Um, I was like, oh yeah, he does his job here, and then he goes out in the evening to save the world or something. I thought that was what he is, but no. Then I realized that wasn't the case. He's just an ordinary person. But yeah, so basically after that they decide to make him into Nice, and they make his original identity. They say that, oh, he took his own life, jumped from the roof. So that person is dead. So this is Nice. He's Nice from now on. Okay, so right. So she says, like, like, this article's view is one, the one with Lin Ling, who his life. So she's like, nobody would care if you died, but if Nice died, all these people outside are just going to be, like, yeah. So you have to become Nice. Anyways, he comes out, and you can see when people are like shaking his hand and everything, something goes in through him. That is like the trust, I think. And okay, Miss J also tells him that if the believers say you're Nice, you are Nice. If they believe that you can do it, you can do it, because that's literally what the trust thing is. As long as you package you flawlessly, there's a signal that you are Nice will be reinforced and will increase your trust value. And you can see the trust value is increasing. 360W, I guess that's like the unit for trust point. Yeah. And the more the trust increases, the increase of trust value will also cause physical change in your body. There you go. And you'll become the real him. So he'll look like him as well. So that's crazy. Like, people define what you are, literally. People's trust. Okay, and then after that, obviously, he's like, the next time she's like, oh, you'll also meet your girlfriend after this, so go. Which is obviously Moon. So he is obviously like, what the hell? Like, I'm not the same person. She'll understand. But they kind of throw him outside, and here he has to just do it. So he does his part, and everyone's like, oh my god, they're so cute together, this and that. And yeah, and then we have this whole talk show, like this whole thing. And we have this hero here. What is it called? True Love Recipe. Yeah, we have this hero here. What was his name? He's like 256 or something hero. His name was like, I'm the substitute host for today. Rank 4, 249 hero in association. Eye of Truth and Lighter. So immediately everyone's like, Miss J is like, what the hell? This is not what we were going to do. Yeah. So she's panicking. She's like, oh my god, things are going to come out. Like, like stop this show, stop this show. But it's already started in motion. So the first question this guy is like, oh, how many CMs has Miss Moon been in? And he's like, oh, he'll never get this. And I'm like, bro, even if you're going out with someone, you will not know about this. Like, what the hell? Who counts like that? But this is nice. He was literally not nice, but Ling Ling. He was literally involved with everything, and he knows about like each and everything about Moon, because Moon is like literally like his like hero or something like that. He trusts her very much. She kind of like helped her out when she was like he was down, his mood was down. She helped him out like that, obviously not personally, but looking at her videos and everything. So she's like a hero to him. So he knows everything about her, so he immediately says all the answers. Then we have the whole truth detection test, where obviously if you lie here, it's going to get figured out. So he couldn't lie here. When asked like if you're going out together, he's like, no, no. He says like like is she your girlfriend or something like that, he said. And he said no. And I was like, yeah, he's going to say something else completely, which is going to make it as if like, oh yeah, it is so okay. So yeah, literally he says that he's like my goddess or something, which is not wrong. He literally looks at her like that. So the truth detector test was also a success. And not only that, because he said something like that, all the fans that were watching that, they're like, oh my god, this is so amazing, this is so cute, they're made for each other. And trust value increases more, gets more popular. Right. And yeah, this is where we see how to him Moon is actually someone very significant, even though Moon had no idea who he is. Lin Lin like found solace in her videos. And like her, even though she wasn't really directing everything at him, still her encouragement and everything helped him out in his times of his need. Either way, then this guy brings in the boss, and the boss is pissed off because of Miss J, how they treated them after that, and now their company is completely destroyed. Like the boss, and now he's pissed off. He is using the fear to get this power boost. So this is where we get introduced to fear. So basically, fear is something which is pretty self-explanatory. You get it from the more people fear you, the more you get that. So I was thinking where he got all of this fear from, how he collected them. They explained it later. He he fired so many people, he laid off so many people. People were fearful of him. And that is how he was able to get that. Which makes sense, I guess, obviously. Otherwise, how will we be able to get or harvest that amount of fears? Because he was the boss, he could do that. And that's why he is here now. And obviously, he tries to attack Nice, but Nice obviously is quite strong at this point, so he flawlessly kind of dodges him and everything. But then this guy, his boss, this part, yeah, he got his power from the people laying people off. Lay all of them off. Only when they lose something will they finally learn to appreciate it. Yeah, and because of this is the only reason why that enabled me to truly control the destructive powers brought about by fear. And he's now this like person in this mecha suit or whatever, using fear to fight. Now obviously this is too much. Nice tries to attack him, it's not really working. And he realized later on the reason why is because he was doubting himself. Like, I guess this is also another interesting thing if you think about it. People can trust you, but what if you don't trust yourself? I feel like that's a very important thing to be a hero, right? Like, you need to have trust in yourself as well. And I guess you could say Lin Ling was lacking that, because he had this thing within him where he's like, oh, I'm just playing a part. I'm playing a part of nice. I'm not nice. I have nothing. And he was kind of remembering when his boss said stuff like, oh, you're the worthless, you're nothing, just you're just an ordinary person with no redeeming factor. You're useless. And he was thinking of all of that, and it was kind of just hitting him, and it was making him fearful. And yeah, but then he remembered Moon's, encouragement and everything that gave him hope. And then you can see Moon was also kind of, in the actual Moon was also saying something like, oh, do your best, go ahead, like she was cheering him on as well. So her trust probably played a factor here as well. So yeah, so I think first he needed to trust himself, which he little by little was able to do. And then and that's how he was able to use that sudden boost of power. Like, you can see this part, I can also change. I believe that one day I'll be able to protect those who are worth protecting. And you can see someone's like putting his hand like this, and he takes that person's hand, and the fear that was like kind of controlling him just gets destroyed. I believe that in this world where heroes are forged by trust, and he sees the person that was grabbing his hand was Moon, even a nobody has the possibility of becoming a hero. Okay. Yeah, and then he like punches, and he counters the attack that his boss did, was able to defeat him. This made his popularity grow even more. He's more trustworthy. People love him even more. And yeah, and Miss J is pretty happy. Miss J is like, yeah, like, you know what, you did a good job. And he's like, something changed. Up until now, I was playing a part, but right now I am nice. I am him. And she's like, yeah, that's great then. Like, can finally send you to your home now that you are not playing a part anymore. You are nice. You have, like, you've seen that, you've accepted that. Yeah, so they go to the tower thing, and she explains it. Resident distribution is decided by heroes ranking. Higher your ranking, the higher the floor. So what was this? I need to check. I first thought it was 10. It was written 10. But that's not 10. That's something else. I don't know which floor he is. I couldn't understand that font. That font over there. Okay. Anyways, and then he asked Miss J that, oh, have you found the reason for the suicide? And she then says, like, oh, you'll reach that crossroad as yourself. So when you reach that crossroad, you'll have to make a decision, whatever that means. Anyways, he goes back to his room, and he's like, damn, this is fancy. He has his own statue and everything. And then he realizes that Moon is just beside him, laying down. And he puts the blanket on her, tries to go away, but then he realizes, like, he's like, wait a minute, something's weird. He goes and takes a look at her face, and he realizes that she's dead. Her face is like bloodied completely, and it's like blood all over the pillow and everything. Yeah, and now this is a mystery. Like, who did this? Whoever did this must have had like access to this place, right? And he literally saw Moon a few moments ago during the whole thing. So within that amount of time, Moon came back here. Someone was probably here, or someone was snuck in later, and then killed her and then left. Like, so yeah. And the thing is, who could even do this? They literally said that each hero has like a proper, like, thing. And I'm pretty sure you cannot just barge into some other hero's room, right? So anyways, let's wait and see what happens in the next episode. But yeah, I think we're going to see the other heroes as well. Right, this kind of reminded me of Recreators, if you have seen that show. And it's like a reverse isekai. It really reminded me of that, with like different heroes from different, like, like thing. So yeah. Anyways, it looks great. First episode was absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to more of the episodes. So that is it. Thanks for watching. This is my reaction to episode number 1 of 2B Hero X. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of this show. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.